Hey everybody, Tim Young once again. I just spoke with this guy over here, Harris,
Hey,
and then a lady that tried joining earlier actually was able to connect with us. So we've also got Rasha here, but
Yes, hello.
she's she's chosen not to turn her camera on, so we get to see tulips from Saudi Arabia. Do they grow any tulips in Saudi Arabia?
What?
Do they grow tulips in Saudi Arabia?
Tulips? I couldn't understand really.
The flowers that you've got as your display picture.
Yes, 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 yes,
tulips.
yes.
Oh,
No,
tulip.
it is from Google only.
Do
Yes.
they grow those in Saudi Arabia? I bet you they probably do.
Not often. It is not spread in Saudi Arabia, but maybe in specific gardens.
Yeah. Okay. You done moving there, dude? That was noisy.
What?
That was noisy as you moved just now.
Oh, sorry. I don't know.
So I just
It's-
I just talked to Harris for a half an hour, Rasha. So really, you're the new person here. My I Let me introduce myself. I'm from Wisconsin. I studied computer science and Spanish when I was in college, and that was 26 years now, 26 years ago. And I also learned Portuguese as part of getting my Spanish degree. And back in December, I just decided it was time to start speaking Spanish and Portuguese again. So I did. And it's been surprising. I'm actually really good at Portuguese, and I didn't know that. Um, it's been fun. And along the way, um, I can definitely help people with English. So that's what I'm doing. Um,
That is interesting, really good for
yeah, me
you.
too. I was thinking about that before.
Yes.
it's actually a little more interesting is that I really didn't speak Spanish or Portuguese almost at all for 25 years. Um, I read a couple books. Um, I, we did have a trip to Spain, and I've done a few things where I had a chance to speak Spanish for that was 2 weeks of vacation. It's almost nothing out of 25 years. I haven't spoken Spanish or Portuguese. So
25 years you stop talking
right.
Portuguese. Yes, that's a long time.
But I've still got my
Yes,
grammar and my vocabulary. It's amazing. I'm so
yes.
thankful. It's wonderful. So, can you tell us about you?
Yes, I am Arabic teacher and I live here in Saudi Arabia and have three children. That is all about me. I try
All
to
about
improve
you.
my English speaking and
Okay.
reading.
But you did say earlier you're actually from Sudan.
Yes, I am from Sudan, but live here in Saudi Arabia, and I done my master's degree in curriculum and method.
Ah, okay.
And yes, and maybe I will think about doctorate, inshallah. Yes,
So you might have just said it, I may not have understood. Where did you study?
I study in Sudan University.
Okay.
I take my degree from Sudan. Yes.
And I actually studied, well, it's not really the city. I grew up on a little place called Verona, and it was about 25 miles to the University of Wisconsin. So I pretty much studied at home as well. Harris, are you away from home, or you're actually studying basically at home as well, right?
Yeah,
University is close.
yeah. I'm learning everything here from YouTube, from you know, just from YouTube and certain movie that I watch. I learn from there. And by the way, Russia, can I ask you one question?
Yes.
Have you How long have you learned English by yourself?
Um, I really I learn English and stop and again try to learn it like that for not doing it continually. That is a problem
Mm.
with it. Sometimes the issue of life is taking you away from your purpose, or sometimes also you feel that you are doing it alone. Maybe for that reason you are stop feel maybe. Not there is no one with you to practice do things like that, and you stop and return again like that things, but I hope I done it.
Oh,
Yes,
okay, okay. But how long? When did you start learning English?
because we are already learn it from grade one. We are learn it for in school. But when you try to learn English through school, I don't know. I think it is not good way because eventually you are not reach anything or approach anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the school not give us here. Maybe I don't know another countries, but for maybe Arab countries, it is not focused in how to speak, how to communicate, but they are focused only on grammar, and it not good. I think that this way or method.
I
Yeah.
think I think there's a lack of motivation. I think I think if a student wanted to, they could do wonderful things, and I think there's a lack of motivating students as part of the system.
Yeah,
I
well, same here in Indonesia. We also learn lots of grammar. We're not even learn how to speak. We're not focusing on this language. It's like sometimes we learn and they force us to do it. And yeah, the same thing here in Indonesia actually.
I in America, I mean, I was a good student, so I did pay attention to English, but I can. There's plenty of people in America that actually don't know some pretty basic things, I think, and it's shocking. I tell people certain things, they're just shocked that Americans don't know some of these things.
Yeah.
Like grammar terms, you guys have to learn in order to learn English. We don't know. I mean, I just learned about conditionals, the four conditionals, four types of conditionals. I'd never heard about that. I heard about that a month ago. So we don't. I mean, I don't think they ever taught me that in school. It's just something that's just something we absorbed. So
Yeah, I do realize about it because the same thing here in Indonesia. We learn Bahasa Indonesia as well. It's like one of the important, um, you know, one of the important thing on school learn Bahasa Indonesia, but we actually kind of hard to learn it. Lots of bad score that we got from this language Bahasa Indonesia, even though every day we speak in Bahasa Indonesia. Like I don't know why. And I do realize that if American do the same thing, it means well I think it's normal thing, but they should know they should know me too as well as Indonesian. We should know our language really well, but unfortunately I don't know, some people don't know about it and some really focus on it.
I really think I really feel like Malaysia and Singapore, language is not important to people here. Communication is important. Language, they don't care about the rules. They're just
Oh,
they're just making enough noise that they communicate their idea. That's the impression I've gotten. And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know if Indonesia is sort of like that too. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but the same thing as Malaysia, we do something like that. But in our school, lots of us got a quite bad score, because we don't know the basic thing when we
Yeah.
want to say something in our language. But then in communication, we do a very good thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Rasha, are your
Yes.
children bilingual?
Yes, they are in international school right now.
So, which languages are they getting?
They are native Arabic speaker, of course, and they are studying English.
Okay.
They studied the British curriculum right now.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
And what kind of, you said you teach art. What kind of art?
Not art, Arabic.
Arabic.
Yes.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Yes.
I pronounce that differently than you do. I notice.
Yes.
Yeah. In every country we have like different pronunciations. Some word I think we have different pronunciation. I don't know why. When we go to Italian or we talk to someone from Italy or from Spanish or from Mexico, even though they speak in English, they have kind of different accent. I don't know why. The way how they pronounce, I don't know why. Me as well. I guess some of the word that I try to pronounce is kind of different than the native speaker. Well, in this case, I think we just have to learn. That's it.
There's unfortunately with English, there's quite a number of words you do. You just need to know them.
Fortunately, sir, my father called me out.
Okay.
But I want to ask you about something because
Okay.
you are a native speaker. Some people said that when you try to learn English, you must to listen it first, and after that, like native speaker, you must listen it, and after that read. But I have opposite of this idea, because if you are live in your country and native people is around you, it is okay. But if you are a foreigner, I think you need to learn by reading first. If you try to learn foreign language, reading first and after that listening. Because if you listen to language without know how the letter and how to read, I think it is no way to can help yourself by understanding it.
Um, so you think you should be reading first? I really think
Yes, for foreign language.
I'm going to learn French. I'm going to learn French this year, and I haven't dug into it yet, but I'm gonna try my best to just use. I put a link for something onto the chat. Um, I'm not sure if you're able to see that, Rasha.
Okay.
Um, there's a site called Link, and what it's got is a lot of. It does have a lot of text, but on every page with the text, you can click a button, and a native speaker will read it. And it also, as you're reading the text, you can click on any word. You can add the word to your word list. It'll show you the definition. It'll pronounce it for you. Um, so the way you know how 3-year-old children can speak their language, and when they're 5, they can argue with you.
Yes.
They do that by absorbing, right? They listen enough that they just absorb the language.
Yes.
And there are people that are polyglots that speak 10 and 12 languages that say learn this way. Just listen a lot. Listen and read, listen and read. And that's what I want to go do with French. I want to just listen and read. Um, and at some point, I will have to go look at grammar. But that was noisy again, Harris. At some point, I will have to go look at
Sorry,
grammar.
sir.
But to start with, I just want to go listen and read. That's all I want to do for 3, 4, 5 months.
Yes.
Um, so give it a shot. You can get a free account there. There's also a $10 a month option, and the difference is with a $10 a month option, what happens on the free one is your maximum number of words you can save is 2,000. Uh,
Yes.
and when you start out, you're actually limited to 125. Um, and if you pay the $10 a month, you've got unlimited words you can save. So you could go do 3 languages, and you can save 100 words a day. That's like 3,000 words a month you could be saving.
It is
And that's
amazing. Yes.
which I mean that's what I want to do. I want to get in there, and I want to do 100 words a day that I'll listen and I'll read and I'll click on and save 100 words a day. That's what I want to do with French.
It is app or what?
It's a website and it's got an app for your phone. Yes. Um, the one thing I like a lot about it is you on any of the lessons that you're listening to, you can click a button and download the audio, so you can actually put it on your actually put the MP3 file on your phone, so you don't
Yes.
actually need to be connected.
Yes, that's good.
That's nice. And they've got a ton of material and
Yes.
lots of languages too. So I know the guy that founded the company. Um, he recently learned. He is learning Arabic, and I think he's still in the process of learning Turkish. Um, so you probably can go find him speaking Arabic if you want to see. He used Link to learn Arabic
Yes.
partially. So you might be able to go find one of his videos speaking Arabic.
If
Uh,
you can put the link for this website.
it's in the chat. Actually, let me see. I'll go put it in. I'll go put it in the group as well, the Facebook group. Let's see. Okay, so I posted that in my Facebook group there.
Okay,
Um,
thanks.
so what time is it in Saudi Arabia? I think it's 4 or 5 hours different from me.
Right now it is 7 p.m.
5 hours for me.
Yes. You are right now 3 p.m. or
No, it's midnight.
midnight.
I'm in Malaysia.
Yes. You're right now in Malaysia, not in
Yeah,
America.
correct.
Yes.
I live in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
Yes.
I have actually for almost 16 years.
Oh my God.
16 years?
Long
You're
time.
in Malaysia
Quite a
in
while.
16.
You
Oh my.
teach English there or what?
No, I'm setting things up so I can teach English online.
Yes.
But actually, sir, if I just want to ask you that, what is the benefit by teaching something like this?
Um, I got a degree in two things, computers and Spanish. I love languages, and I just thought there was more money in computers, and I ignored my languages, which was silly. Um, so now I'm going to spend time on my languages. I've wanted to promote language for years. I just haven't done much about it, and now I'm working on it. So if I can help people learn English, great. If I can convince you to learn Spanish, awesome. Um, and I'm not sure which languages I'll learn. I think I'll be learning, you know, Russian and Japanese and Chinese and maybe Arabic. I don't know if I'll get to Arabic. It seems it's
I can teach you Arabic.
Arabic.
Yes.
Arabic seems more difficult, but I think it's because people learn grammar first. And I think if you learn to speak it,
I don't think that you don't need to learn grammar. Maybe little one, but not need to going deep in it in
Yeah.
grammar.
But like
Yes.
lots of my friends who try to learn Arabic, they have problem on grammar, and also when they try to read the you know the Arabic word or something,
The
it's kind of
script.
hard for them because it's like, yeah, it's hard because it's different than ABC, something like that.
Yes.
You can't be lazy if you want to learn a language, and you really can't be lazy if you want to learn Chinese or Arabic. There's
Yeah, yeah, that's the point. It's hard for them because like in grammar in English we just have like two hard thing, I guess my friend said, and in in Arabic we have like eight problem in Arabic. I don't know what is that, but like, yeah, it's harder than English.
I know some languages have cases, some have declensions. I don't know what that even means. So
Yeah.
I know German's got extra cases. Russian's got a couple extra. I don't know what. Yeah. So and I'm gonna have fun with that stuff. I've wanted to speak 10 languages, and I don't know when I came up with that idea, but I want to speak 10 languages well, and I can say that I'm good at Spanish. I'm pretty good at Portuguese. Um, I expect I'm going to have students that I'll teach English that are from Brazil. So I believe my Portuguese will improve just by teaching English. Um, and, I'm jumping into French as my next language because I think
Mm.
speaking Spanish and Portuguese already, I think French should be pretty easy.
Yeah, yeah. French is like one level of the language. English, French, and Spanish is like level one of language. I saw it from Gary.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and Chinese is like level two, and Yiddish, I guess, is level three. Yeah, there's some kind of like level in language, and English is the lower level. And if I can't speak in English real well, that's embarrassing.
Well, the thing is, when you were learning English previously, how interested were you in English?
um,
When did you start being actually interested in English?
well, actually, it's like when I was 11th grade, when I always watch movie, I I try to say something in English, and I even talk to myself when nobody wants to talk with me. Because just for the information that here in Indonesia, it's kind of, oh, what is that? Here is
Irvin,
Here in Indonesia, lots of people always say something bad to someone who try to learn English. I don't know why.
mm,
When I try to talk to someone, trying to speak in English to someone in Indonesia, they will say something like, "Hey, yo, what the hell, dude? Why should you speak in English? We live in
oh, that's
Indonesia."
encouraging.
Oh my gosh, that is why I try to learn it by myself. I encourage myself to speak in English, and I'm actually like it. And I just talk to myself to try to get used to it.
Hmm. Irvin, welcome.
There's two flower here.
Yeah, Irvin, can you hear us? We cannot hear you. Okay, well, let's keep talking. Let's see if they show up. So, Rasha, what age children are you teaching? Or are you teaching adults?
Yes, I teach adults. Yes,
Okay. You're at
because
like a,
I done my master degree for that reason. I teach all levels.
are you at a university or you work at a language school?
Yes, language schools. Yes.
Okay. Um, how long? So you teach people like me that know no Arabic at all?
I not more people, but most of them they are native, but few of them is non-Arabic speaker. I teach them like three or four in the class, and they have a specific class alone. I teach them.
Okay. How long does it
Yes.
take? How long does it take them to get a decent level of Arabic?
It depends also on the student if he continually have the eager to learn it and make effort to do it. He can eventually talk good and write in good way. But if he is only want to marks and success in exam and not concerned about this language, he will not learn
Yeah.
it. Yes, eventually it depends on the student and his purpose, because all the students not learn Arabic like a one subject for foreigner, but they are study all the subject or curriculum by English. For that reason, maybe they are focused more on English more than Arabic. And here in Saudi Arabia, there is some foreigner people. I know my friend, her name Zahra. She is from Pakistan, but she is not to speak Arabic until now. But she stay here in Saudi Arabia about maybe 14 years, and
Wow.
yes, but I think she is isolated herself, because if you stay in Arab countries this long, I think you must to eventually to speak it, because when people want to learn another language, they go abroad to this country and stay maybe 1 year, and they can talk and can read in good way. But sometimes if you not have the environment around you and try to speak by the language in the country, you like isolated yourself.
Mhm. Yeah. I know enough of the Bahasa here in Malaysia to basically get coffee, to get my food spicy with no fish cakes,
Yes.
and I can ask for the price and pay. And that's I do a little better when the maid is here. She talks like crazy to me. So
Yes.
I've been learning Bahasa from her. So we can talk about the cat and we can talk about cleaning supplies. And the other day she was trying to tell me I couldn't understand her. She was trying to tell me that the air conditioner was on, but the outdoor unit, the compressor wasn't running. And I couldn't she had to actually go and point at things for me to understand what she was talking about that time. Uh,
Yes.
but she like
Maybe you are not interested to learn it for that reason.
I haven't liked the Bahasa language personally. So yeah, I haven't. Um, People speak enough English. I go to Starbucks. I don't go to local cafes. So
Yes.
um,
Most people speak English. For that reason, it is easy to you
I can
to use your language.
I can avoid Bahasa if I want to.
Yes.
If I were in an Arabic speaking country, yeah, I would speak it within a year.
But I think
Yes.
someone who want to become a famous person in Indonesia, they try to, especially the one who came from America or the one who came from another country. They call them bule. Yeah, you've ever heard that?
Nope.
They call them bule, like they will call you bule. And when you let's say make YouTube channel and you're reacting to one of the Indonesia person video, I guess you'll get famous. You can get famous easier there. I don't know, somehow people in Indonesia, they respect someone who came from another country. They always respect them. Like that, for sure.
Hi.
Hello, people. How are you?
Oh,
Where are you from? How are you doing?
I'm from Colombia.
Y ¿qué tal?
Muy bien. ¿Y tú?
Bastante bien aquí también, sí. So tell
What are you
us,
talking about?
we're talking about how to learn language actually. We got one person that teaches Arabic. We got another person who's a student using some English.
Uh-huh.
What is your story? And I'm from the US. I'm not actually a teacher, but I'm teaching anyway. I can, so I do. What do you
Okay.
how are you doing with English? Why are you learning English?
Well, actually, I did a course, an English course, long time ago, like 1 year, and well, I stopped practicing. So nowadays, I need to reinforce and to improve what I learned. So that's why I'm here, and well, I practice myself with different things, with videos and YouTube videos and group of WhatsApp and stuff like that.
Cool. So how long you had a year's worth of studies, you said?
Yeah, I study. I stopped practicing because I study in a course, an English course, for 1 year. I did a course in an English course for 1 year, and then I stopped practicing for almost 2 years more. So I think it's time for practicing nowadays.
Y lo siento, olvido, ya olvido. ¿Dónde vives?
Yo vivo en Cali, Colombia.
Cali, Colombia. Okay. Muy bien.
Mhm.
Um, so is the election finished over there? I saw that there was kind of an interesting person running for government. Is that
Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, I think it's here is in May or yeah, in May we have to vote for the next president.
yeah?
So we have the favorites that are Duque and Petro.
Okay. Uh, I want to go look that one up again. That looked very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to vote for Petro because I don't like Duque.
Which the one guy was what actually he was doing illegal stuff at one point, right? The one
Mm-hmm.
candidate. Which one is that?
Yeah, it was Petro.
Pedro? Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he was part of the M19.
Part of what?
M19 is kind of a guerrilla.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was part of that group for a long time. But well, now he's part of the Congress
Interesting.
and now he wants to become a president. So
So, guys, you guys are all being quiet.
yeah. Sorry, sorry.
I can suggest a couple of questions to try to get you all talking, but I was hoping maybe you guys might talk amongst yourselves here a little bit too. So, Irvin, what do you do in Colombia?
Perfect.
I'm afraid he froze. I think we're having network problems with him.
Yeah. Russia, what about you?
Yes.
Oh,
Still here,
she's
good.
still there.
Yes. I am listening.
So I know Rasha has a passport. She's changed countries. Harris, do you have a passport?
No, I never go to another country. I never go abroad. And actually, I wanted to go to Malaysia to watch my club there. Unfortunately, well, I just stopped loving my club, and yeah, I never go there to Malaysia. But I really want to go there.
Did you say my club, like your football club?
No, I mean in Bandung there's a club. It's called Persi Bandung, and I I loves it, but now I didn't really like it. Like watch them in the stadium. I don't really like it.
It's a football team.
Yeah, it's a football team.
Okay, okay. Rasha, you've traveled.
Yes, I travel also to Egypt because it is my mother country,
Yep.
and yes, some more time. But also I travel with my husband and children to Jordan. It is lovely country. Yes,
I've heard good things about the food in Jordan. They've got very very nice organic everything. Is what I've heard.
yes, their food is very good, really. I ate a food called mansaf. It is very good by milk. Yes,
Yeah.
and meat, some meat and milk.
I've I think I've had 25 or 26 stamps in my passport. So I've been to quite a number of places. The last one was we flew through Dubai to get to the United States in December, and on the way back, I think we had 7 or 8 hours in Dubai, and they actually the airline actually gave us vouchers and sent us to a hotel. So we were like at a real hotel, got 4 or 5 hours of sleep in a real bed, had a real shower. That was so, after you've flown 20 hours, it's so nice to, actually, it wasn't 20 hours, but yeah, I mean, it was really nice to get out of the airport. So I actually did see, 3 kilometers worth of Dubai.
That good opportunity, really. Yes.
It was nice to see. Yeah, I know it's a very
Yes.
nice, efficient, organized country, and it looked like that the little bit that we saw.
Yes. How you think about it when you saw it?
Um, I know we were just by the airport, so I know we didn't really see much anything. So there was a group of like 3 or 4 hotels all together. They did have a golf course out front. They did have a beach.
Yes.
They had the hotel was gonna give us vouchers to go, and we're like, we're too tired. We're just gonna sleep. Um, but yeah, I mean, it seemed nice. We didn't see much. All we had a cab ride twice. That's about as much as we saw, and a hotel lobby. So I would like to go back and see it again. We didn't have much time.
Does that mean you went to 25 countries?
I 25 other
Oh,
countries. Yes,
oh, it is a long list, literally. That is good.
it's pretty nice.
Yes.
Um, and I hope to at least double that. I'd love to
Uh,
do. I'd love
which
to do
country
more.
you think it is the best one
For
and
what?
you love it more?
For what? For living or for travel?
You love it. You feel you love it more and you want to stay maybe in it or live in it or visit
Well,
again.
I probably got 20 countries I'd love to live in for a year. Japan was awesome. I love Spain.
Yes.
I mean, let me think. Are there any places I've been to I wouldn't want to go to again? Um,
Have you ever go to my country?
I've not been to Indonesia. No.
Okay.
The
I,
nature is Indonesia is very beautiful. I watched some YouTube video. Really good.
Yeah,
Yes. There
that's
is
a.
here also most people from Saudi Arabia went go every time to Indonesia for vacation.
Oh, what are they looking for? Me,
Yes, the nature. There is
oh, we as Indonesia, most of Indonesians are Muslim. They often go to Saudi Arabia, and including my mother. My mother go to Saudi Arabia, and it was pretty nice place, but unfortunately, it was so hot there, right?
yes, it is hot and wet
So
also at the same
hot.
time. Yeah,
hot and what?
and wet.
Wet. Okay.
Yes,
That I didn't know.
yes. But air condition is work everywhere, every place. Change the weather.
You guys get to scary hot temperatures, right? How warm
Yeah.
how warm does it get there?
Maybe it is reaching sometimes 38, like that level.
But so it's not. Where were we? I guess it was Dubai where somebody was saying that it can get to 45 degrees, 50 degrees even sometimes.
Yes, in sometimes in summertime. But really, air condition when it's working everywhere, it is very good. In your house, in malls, in
When I That reminds me of
reduce the weather.
when I lived in Spain for a year as a student. The one thing that was interesting there was I'd arrive at the university, and I don't know if there was a schedule. Maybe they announced it. I never knew when it was going to happen. I would get to the university, I'd walk in the school building, and they'd have all the windows open, and it was cold. It was 0 degrees.
Oh my God.
So um, it was just something. It was different. If you're in the United States and it's -20 and you're really cold, the thing is, you can walk into any store and it'll be warm,
Yes,
right? You can walk in a coffee shop, you can walk in a pharmacy, you can walk in a department store. All those places are warm.
yes,
Psychologically, as a student in Spain, I'd ride my bicycle to school, and the thing is, I didn't know if I would be warm when I walked in the school building or not. And it was psychologically, it messed with my mind.
yes.
It was a big
That
Buildings are supposed to be warm in the winter, and that rule is that rule isn't true for school buildings in Madrid.
yes, the building must to be convert to the weather. If it is summer, it must be good to the students. They must work on it. Yes, I think you sleepy.
I am, yeah.
Me
Not
too.
you, from Malaysia. I don't know his name. Hersis, yes. I
Yeah,
think he's
yeah.
yawning. Yes,
I'm so sleepy because
yes,
I usually go to sleep at 9 p.m., but now it's almost midnight. That is why I'm sleepy.
yes,
What about you, Mr. Tim?
It's 12:30 in the morning, so yeah.
Oh,
I've got kind of a strange schedule. I'm hoping to fix that soon here. Having getting gathering some people in my Facebook group. So if I got 100 people in my Facebook group, then when I do these things, it's going to start working much better for me. Um, so then I'll be able to like do a schedule. I don't actually have classes scheduled yet. So when I can get to the point of having 2 or 3 daily scheduled classes, then my sleep will get much better.
yes. In basic time, yes,
I don't have a schedule now. Yeah.
yes,
I don't know when to try to do these things. So I'll just have to be experimenting. I'm just going to go in. You'll see me all different times of the day going into that group saying, "Hey, I'm going to go do this right now."
yeah,
Just
yeah, I know.
yes,
I know. Sometime I saw you in a group at like um 7 a.m. I guess. No,
Yep. I would
yeah,
have
I
could have
don't
been
know.
7 a.m. Yeah, cuz like if I'm trying to catch the people that are in Brazil and Argentina and Mexico and stuff, most of them can't talk to us right now because it's like noon, you know? Um, so to catch them, 7 a.m. is like 9 p.m. in Brazil, it's 5 p.m. in Mexico. So 7 a.m. I can try to get to people in the Americas. So yeah, I'm just gonna experiment. I'm gonna experiment for a while with different times and just see when I can get people.
Oh, your experiment is sacrificing yourself, I guess. 'Cause. 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 'Cause
but I get to do stuff I like, and a
Oh,
lot of people
yeah.
cannot say that they do something they like.
But do you think that this is too risky for you?
How?
I mean, like you, you're not really get sleep really well.
Oh, humans don't need sleep. It's fun. It's good. It's kind of good for us, but we don't require it really.
Oh,
There's a lot of like I had somebody that was trying to tell me that I it was going to be bad for my health. And then when I talked to them a little bit more, what I found out was their mother their mother needs like 8 or 9 hours of sleep, and she has to have a really regular sleep schedule. Their father has slept 4 hours a night, like forever. I'm like, so if your father's okay with 4 hours of sleep, why am I? Why are you telling
Yes.
me I need more than four?
yeah.
Explain. I don't understand.
Well, yeah. Every time I saw you, when you were in live streaming, you feel like you seems kind of like always fresh, and it just doesn't make sense for me. Like you always seems like fresh.
I'm excited. I'm excited. Rasha,
Yeah.
do you enjoy what you do?
Yes, I think you need to sleep more than 4 hours. I don't agree
Okay.
with you.
Okay.
Yes, you need, yes, because I think everyone need 8 hours to sleep every
Yeah.
I
8
day.
hour.
I actually slept 8.5 hours at one time last
Yes.
week. It's the first time I've slept 8 hours in straight in a year, I think. Typically, what I'm doing is I'll sleep like there's a number of days where I'll sleep 4 hours at night and I'll sleep 4 hours in the afternoon. Um, so, but actually, I mean, it's not 4 and 4 though. It's usually like 4 hours and 2 hours. So I end up with about 6 hours of sleep most days, six,
Yes.
7.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can
but
I can tell you there are people that only sleep 4 hours a day, and it's usually people that are highly excited and really motivated. Um, as your motivation level goes up for what you do, your need for sleep seems to reduce. That I've noticed that in people.
like you know, my friend, lots of my friend, they are smart, and when I ask them how long is your sleep time, they said like less than 5 hours. Like I don't know why. Most of them, Gary, he usually sleep like at 2 a.m. Wake up in the morning at 9 a.m. Like he is smart. I don't know
Well, that's
somehow.
that's 7 hours. That's pretty good.
No, 2 a.m. and wake up at 6 a.m.
You said 9. Okay, so 2 to 6, 4 hours. Okay.
Yeah, 4 hours, and they are smart. I don't understand. It seems like fresh and they're smart.
Who was
Also, I think sometimes you sleep 8 hours, but after that you wake up very tired and sleep nothing. I think for that reason, I think the person need to do sport also beside
Oh,
sleeping. It is very important to make
yeah,
every day try to make some walk, some
that
kind of exercise
that's
to can
something I
yes
that's
active to
something I
be
need to
active.
do much more.
Yes,
oh, you
yes.
never do sport, sir.
I um I haven't even been walking very much in say the last couple of months. Um, yeah, it's like so warm outside. I'm hibernating in the house now. Um, I've I I've got a gym membership and I just haven't been to the gym. And one thing I want to do, I've got lights for my bicycle. I actually do want to go out and ride my bicycle, but at like 5 a.m. when it's not hot, because
Yes, bicycle is very good. Really, I like this
from 8
time.
a.m. until midnight, it's hot.
Yeah, yeah. So here in Indonesia.
I rode my bicycle actually all over the place. Like not all over the place, but a lot in Spain. I saw quite a bit of northwest Spain. I bicycled up and down mountains over there, um, and I actually rode my bicycle to and from classes at the university in Madrid. Um, I took my bike out to Lisbon, Portugal, and rode down the coast and actually crossed the border and got back into Spain. Um, that was awesome. That was awesome. I'd like to
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
I'd like,
I really want to, riding the bike. Unfortunately, I have no bike in my house, so I can't. But I used to ride my bike in the past when I was like 10, and it was fun. I don't know. For now, can I ride a bike? I don't know. Am
you
I
should be able
forgot
to. You should
how
be able to.
yeah, I just want to try it now.
So when I was in Paris, they had a bicycle rental system. Um, they had specific locations where they had these bicycle parking things, and they had these little connectors on the bicycles. So the bicycle would go in there, it would get electronically clamped, and you had an app on your telephone where you could check and see where the closest place was that had bicycles. Here in Malaysia, they've got bicycles that have got GPS, and I don't know. I haven't ever used one of them, but they got a lock on the bicycle, and you've got an app again. I'm pretty sure that'll help you locate the bicycle, and you can rent the bicycle with your app, and it will unlock the lock. So the bikes are like all over the place. I've seen them in the craziest places. Uh,
Interesting.
do you have a bicycle rental system in Bandung? I guess not.
No, no. Even though in a place like Pangandaran is near the beach, lots of bicycle rental there. Unfortunately, they didn't use something like GPS. They just like pay it for 1 hour, and they will come. The passenger, I guess, they will come back at in 1 hour to that place. Sometimes they are
So
late.
it's like a shop.
Yeah, no, it's a bicycle rental, and they will pay like 15 rupiahs, and they can just ride their bicycle around the beach, and then like after 1 hour they will go back to the rental place, and they will put it again. But there's no GPS system in this rental. I don't know why. Technology in this country still sucks.
The one thing that was interesting with the rental in Paris was I think less than it was less than 20 minutes or less than 30 minutes was free. So
Oh,
I planned a couple of my trips. I'm like, okay, I should be able to make it from here to there in 30 minutes. So I tried a few times to to get completely free trips. It was only a dollar. If I didn't make it, it was only a dollar or something. It didn't cost much, but I tried to get there and have a free bicycle rental. I made it a couple times and missed it a couple times. So how about where are you in Saudi Arabia, Rashma or Rasha?
Yes, I live here in Jeddah.
Jeddah. Okay. Do they have any bicycle rental system?
Really, here in Saudi Arabia, bicycle is used for riding, like a transport only. For some people who not can maybe afford to take a taxi or have a car. This is the idea. But no one I see here rode a bicycle like a kind of sport.
Uh,
You know. Yes, but I love bicycle really because when I was child I used to rode it and have a fun with it. But for sport, I needed to go only a private gym and have some exercise with our coach. That is all.
Yeah.
But or walk around some areas. But there is no available like a hiking here. I don't know. I didn't go before with something like that or a bicycle like sport. But it is good idea. But here maybe it is dangerous because the roads is highway and the cars is a lot. Maybe it is not safe. If there is a safe place and space, wide space to do it is good. For that reason, most people do it like a transport only.
I when I first started riding my bicycle here again, I was it just seems like it's dangerous here. Um, and I hadn't realized there are plenty of people that are from places like from I think they're generally from other countries that are living here, and they actually hop on a bicycle with a weed whacker, and so they carry everything with them so they can go and cut grass and things like that. And I hadn't paid attention. Once I started riding my bicycle and I was thinking about bicycle safety, I'm noticing there's all kinds of people that do actually ride bicycles here. I just hadn't noticed them. So that was kind of interesting. And there are like bicycle racer people that you see in the bicycling outfit, the actual bicycling outfits and stuff, with their bikes with the skinny tires and things. There's actually a good number of those guys. Um,
But really, bicycle is very good, really, and it is fun at the same time. You don't feel maybe bored or feeling like maybe in the some machine you feel maybe you are bored about it.
mm. I rode my bicycle a lot when I was a child. I there were plenty of days after school that I would hop on my bicycle and I'd ride to my grandparents' house, and it was 20 some miles. Um, and I still remember doing that when it was like if it was 53 degrees, I would wear shorts and a short sleeve shirt. It was less than 53 degrees, I'd put on like a long sleeve jacket or something. And 53 is what, like 13 centigrade. So it was pretty chilly. But that was warm enough that I would hop on my bicycle and stay warm. Harris, did you fall asleep?
I think he's
Oh,
sleeping.
Yeah.
I feel enjoy. I feel enjoy.
I saw him sleep.
I don't know. But really, I feel enjoy. I heard
Maybe he have a
everything
dream.
you said. But like I don't know. I
you
just
you get the award for being the first person that's fallen asleep on one of my calls. Congratulations.
I don't know. I didn't realize that I just fall
I,
asleep.
I'll need your address so I can send you an award.
Oh my god.
I think it might be time to finish this call for now.
Okay, okay,
Uh,
yeah.
but before that, though,
Let
sir,
it be.
I
Yes.
just want to ask you, which level is my English?
I think you're pretty good. I haven't seen you struggle for words. There have been a few things that I had trouble understanding, but I could easily say I didn't understand, and you repeated. You used different words. You're you don't seem to be having any trouble understanding me. I think you're pretty good. I I don't have a lot of experience with like the IELTS exam, but
Yeah,
I expect you might get a
the
seven
worst
or
one, the worst one.
I think you might get a 7 or an 8 on that exam if you took it. Six, 7 or 8. I'm not that familiar with it, but
6, 7. Okay, okay. I see. Is
you
it
might not. You might not.
begin?
I'm not. I haven't asked you to like tell complex stories. You may not be able to organize yourself and just speak. I don't know if you can speak for 5 minutes and be nicely organized. That I haven't seen, but um, I haven't seen any real problems. Couple words here and there.
So is it? Am I beginner? Am I intermediate or what?
No, you could study it at a university in the United States right now. You're fine.
Okay.
I would
Thank you, sir.
I would say you're advanced.
Oh, okay, sir.
You,
Thank
you
you.
have you have an accent. Some people would have trouble understanding you. Um, but that's something. I mean, I can tell you stories. Um, when you're trying to communicate with somebody, there's two people, and if they both want to communicate, they can. And I don't care if you speak each other's language or not. If you want to communicate, you can communicate. Some people want to communicate, some don't. Find people that want to communicate with you, and you'll
Yeah.
be fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah, just like you, sir. For example. Yeah.
Rasha, any feedback for him?
Yes, I think really he's very good. Really, he's better than me. My accent.
No. No, ma'am. You're better than me. No,
No,
ma'am.
no, 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 no compare. He's good. Really, he's good. Really, and can talk easily without hesitation, anything like that. Yes.
Well,
And
sometime I
after
get stuck.
and that is good point. After he is sleeping, he wake up and have a question. That is good.
I didn't realize that I just
Because I
fall
think
asleep.
the one person when he sleep, go to sleep or not take a nap, after he woke up, he cannot think about anything maybe.
It can be
But
very
he
hard. Yeah.
have a question immediately.
I'm here, present. Yeah. Um,
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Harris, I can hear a couple things in Rasha's voice. I can hear that. Yes, she has an accent. I can hear that she's purposely trying to pronounce certain things better as she's saying them. Correct, Rasha?
Yes, I hope that. Yes.
And I can also hear that I do hear a little delay sometimes in some of your words. So I think at times you might be translating.
Yes, yes, yes. Sometimes I'm thinking about it, what to say, maybe. Yes,
And I can tell these things from listening to her, Harris. I don't hear these things when you speak.
yes. Thanks you.
Thank you for being willing to answer. Not everybody would actually want to answer that. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So you're pretty good. You're comfortable, and you've got good people skills too, which is another thing that's um, if you smile a lot, communication just works better, and you do. You smile a lot. That just helps. People just like talking to a person who's smiling better than talking to somebody that's boring. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay. Well, I'm gonna shut this one down. I'll just let everybody know if you're seeing this video, there should be a link probably down below it. If it's on YouTube, there would be some links down below in the description.
Okay,
If
we
you
will
want
see.
to if you want to get on a call like this, I've got a Facebook group, so connect with me and I can get you in my Facebook group. I'm going to do 2 or 3 of these calls free each week. I've got a paid version of this for people if you want to be in small classes. You can see we're not crowded here yet, but sometime soon I will have 8 and 10 people here, and it's going to start feeling crowded. And I'll have smaller classes, which I do charge for, that'll have fewer people. And with those classes, the thing that I think I'm going to really enjoy is everybody on the calls is going to get to know each other, right? And that's going to be fun. We're going to enjoy that a lot. But for today, I think we're done.
Okay, thanks
Okay.
for
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
guys.
sir.
and
Thank you,
thanks for
guys.
your effort. And I really appreciate it.
And I was very happy to hear a little bit more about Sudan and Saudi Arabia. I'm going to keep asking
Yes.
people about those places. I haven't been there, so
Yes, thanks you.
Maldives.
take care, guys. Hope to
Okay,
Yeah.
see you
bye.
both again
Thank you,
soon.
sir.
Cheers.
Okay, bye.
Good night.
Good night.